You guys just heard that entire situation. To me, it feels very suspicious. Like, instead of being robbed out of $25,000, most of which apparently was the wife's money that she had worked hard to save up so that she wouldn't have to work shortly after her pregnancy. If you realize that the money is stolen by your brother, why are you immediately turning to your wife and saying, yeah, go get a job? Why wouldn't you turn to your brother and be like, yo, if you don't give that money back, I'm going to the police? So already it's a very strange situation. Like, the blame shifting is very suspicious to me. Like, why is the wife suddenly put on the hot spot? That should be your brother. Your entire family should actually be coming down on him for this. Like, your wife's child is going to be his niece or nephew. So your entire family should be like, how are you robbing your own, like, niece and nephew's parents? And then not only that, people are talking about all the security measures that go into taking out and also depositing large amounts of money into the bank. I've experienced this myself. You can't just walk into the bank and ask for $10,000 of your own money. If you have a bank account with over $10,000 in it and you want to take that money out, did you know that you actually have to call your bank before you get there and let them know that you plan to take out that money? That's because your money's not just sitting in there. Your money is being borrowed by the bank for other people's accounts and for investing and all sorts of things. So it actually takes a lot of preparation. You can't just walk in and just ask for thousands and thousands of dollars. And they're going to do some kind of identity checks as well. So it's not really easy to play the part of your sibling and steal your sibling's money. They're going to go through their checks and balances with you. They're going to go and make sure that you're who you say you are. There's no way that his brother walked into his bank and took out $25,000 just like that. Ain't no way. I'm saying prove it. I'm not believing this story for a minute. But anyway, I'm going to read you some people's comments because this situation definitely got a lot of people talking. So someone says, the bank has insurance. The brother goes to jail easy. Someone else says he needs to get 2 jobs and press charges against his brother. Someone else supposes that this entire situation was planned and the husband is in on it. Divorce. And it's feeling like that to me too. It feels like this is just a way for the husband to not have to go through with his promise to let this woman rest and take care of her child for a year. This feels like a way of kind of trapping her with the child and then being like, yeah, go slave away now. Like, people talk all the time about how women try to, quote, trap men with babies, but it typically happens the opposite way around, where men will try to slow down your projection in life. Like, if you have, like, goals and dreams, they'll slow you down with a baby, or, like, if they know that you have, like, if you're child-free and happy and single, they might try to trap you with a baby so that you're spending your money, so that you don't have the time that you want. There's nefarious people out there. This situation, it feels like this man wanted his wife to go back to work. So this was like an elaborate plan. But again, all speculation. Someone else is saying, why is he trying to punish her for what her brother did? That's my issue too. It's like no accountability. It's like, yeah, my brother screwed over our lives, so yeah, you go and get a job. Someone else says, this is completely on him. Someone says, why isn't the husband going after his brother to get back the money his wife earned? Someone else says, why does everyone say divorce so easily? What happened to for better or worse? Someone else says, here's a question. Why did the husband's brother have access to their account? There's a reason right there to unload the husband. Someone else supposes the husband is in on this. You gotta go in the bank and get a notice if you want that $25K from your own account. You're not walking out the same day with it. Exactly. And someone else says she saved $25K so she could take that year off. Yep, I'd divorce him and press charges on the, quote, twin. Someone says if a man can't provide, he doesn't deserve a child or a wife. Someone else asks, how was her reaction extreme? I want to know the same. And yeah, people are saying, I don't believe for a second his brother stole anything. I think he's hiding it or he gambled it away. Someone says, this does not add up. Whose bank is letting an uncharacteristically large transaction happen in the first place? So, yeah, that's what everyone is saying. There's tons more comments, of course, but this seems to be the general consensus. So let me know in the comments what you guys think of this very bizarre, very unfortunate situation. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll definitely keep coming back with more interesting videos. Have a good one. Check out my book in the link below, and I'll see you in the next one.